Star Citizen Alpha 4.8 is here, the wipe just happened, and if you just logged in and realize everything is gone, your aUEC, your in-game chips, your reputation, I get it, it stings. But here's the thing, the timing on this wipe is actually in your favor because CIG just kicked off Defensecon 2956 at the exact same time as the wipe. And for 2 weeks from May 14th to May 27th, you can walk into Bevic Convention Center on Area 18 and rent some of the best ships in the game for free. No strings, no aUEC cost, just show up and fly. So this is what this video is about. How do you make money from zero with a starter ship and 50,000 credits? And how do you use the free ships available during Defensecon to do it faster, more efficient, and more profitably? Whether you're brand new or you're a veteran who's been through a dozen wipes, by the end of this video you'll know exactly what to do and in what order. So let's get it started. Before we get into the missions, you need to know two things. One about the wipe, one about the event. The wipe resets your aUEC, your in-game bot ships, and your reputation with every faction. And that includes weekly rewards in the latest update for what is going to be wiped in the patch. So what's left? Your real money pledged ships, if you have them, any blueprints tied to your account, and obviously your skill. Everything else gets set to zero. Defensecon changes the equation. At the Traveler rental terminals in Bevic Convention Center, that's the convention hall in Area 18 on ArcCorp, ships rotate on a 48-hour cycle by manufacturer. You walk up, you hit rent, you have that ship for 48 hours completely for free. And the lineup includes everything from cargo haulers to salvage ships to combat fighters to the brand new Drake Ironclad. Here's how I'm going to structure this video. There are 6 mission categories roughly active in 4.8 right now. Cargo hauling, bounty hunting, salvage, mining, mercenary, and FPS contracts. I'm going to go through each one, and for each I'll tell you what you can do with your starter ship and what becomes possible when you use the right rental ship from the event. Simple structure, let's get started with making money. The first profession in this list is the cargo hauling. This is the fastest way to start earning from the moment you log into the game. Open your MobiGlass, then the contract manager, and then under the hauling tab, look for VLRT shipping contracts. The strategy is stacking, accept 7 to 10 contracts going the same direction before you take off. The proven loop right now is Area 18, from Beijini Point to Riker Memorial and back. Low atmosphere, it's fast cycles, and if the box bugs out, you can submit it partially. It reduces the payout, but you keep your reputation. The reputation is more important here. With your starter ship, the Avenger Titan carries 8 SCU of cargo, the Aurora handles 6 SCU of cargo, and with your Mustang Alpha, you can't even do these missions. If you use the Avenger or the Aurora, you can make from 80,000 to 150,000 aUEC per hour, stacking trainee missions. However, this is where Defensecon changes the game. On the first day, on Drake Day, May 14th and 15th, rent the Caterpillar. The Caterpillar has 576 SCU of cargo. One trip carries what would take a starter ship 10 trips. Same contracts, same route, your hourly earnings jump from 150,000 aUEC to 600,000 aUEC. Now, if you missed this rental ship, or if you want to do another profession within that day, you can also go with the C2 Hercules, which is going to be on the Crusader Day, May 22nd to May 23rd. The C2 Hercules has a whopping 696 SCU of cargo, and if your VLRT rep has reached senior by then, the C2 stacking senior routes pull 1.5 to 2 million aUEC per hour. This is the single biggest hauling payday in the event. Now, one warning, avoid the Hull C for now, which is on the MISC day, because the spindle docking is bugged out in 4.8 and will lose some cargo. Hopefully this might get fixed by the time you are watching this, however, just keep that in mind. You can also use the very newest ship in the Drake lineup, the Drake Ironclad. The Ironclad has a whopping 1,536 SCU of cargo space. You can stack easy missions, senior missions, whatever missions you can do. This is a lot of cargo. The next profession in this list is the bounty hunting profession. Bounty hunting is best progression loop in the game. It scales from day 1 to the end game. Open your MobiGlass and under the Bounty Hunter tab, complete the certification mission that will take you around 5 minutes to make. It unlocks the very low risk target contract. Now, the very low risk target contracts, or VLRTs and LRTs, are single NPC ships paying 5,000 to 12,000 aUEC each. Farm them near Daymar in Crusader. It's a short travel and fast respawn to get a bunch of money very fast. Now, with your starter ship, the Avenger Titan handles these cleanly with the size 4 nose gun. The Aurora can do VLRTs but struggle with LRTs without weapon upgrades from Cubby Blast. You're earning 60,000 to 100,000 aUEC per hour. This is again where Defensecon comes in. On the first day, you can rent the Buccaneer. It has a glass cannon, it's fragile, but it kills things fast. Target through VLRT, LRT, and even MRT contracts in half the time. Easy 200,000, 400,000 aUEC per hour at the lower tiers. You can also wait until Aegis Day on May 20th to May 21st. This is your VHRT day. VHRT stands for Very High Risk Targets. Rent the Vanguard Harbinger or the Saber. Both are elite VHRT platforms. Run a stealth build. It has a low EM power plant, a cool running coolers, and head to Pyro near the checkmate station. This is where you're gonna find the best missions for this. It's short quantum hops, it's asteroid covered because you're gonna be in the asteroid field. If the mission gets too heated, you can cover behind those asteroid fields, recover, and then get back into the fight. Now the VHRTs pay 60,000 per kill. A full Aegis Day farming VHRTs near checkmate earns 2 to 3 million aUEC. And the bounty hunting mission is expansive. You can use a lot of ships in the game. Obviously, I can't cover them all, but any combat ship in the game, such as the M80, for example, from Origins, the newest one, you can use it for a fight. We still don't know the capabilities of it in game, but it's a heavy fighter supposedly, so you can use that as well. And many other ships in the game you can use it, but the point is that you can rent all of them in this event. For our next profession, salvage. Now you cannot do salvage with your starter ship. You need a dedicated salvage vessel, but Defensecon puts one in your hands on day 1. Unless you bought the Vulture on day 1, you can rent it on that day. Now, you need, again, to open your Mobiglass, open your contract manager, and under the salvage tab, accept the Adagio Holdings contract. Fly to the wreckage, scrape the blue outline hull sections first. Those are the richest in RMC, which is the material that you gather from scraping the hull of the ships. Sell at any trade and development division terminal in a major city, not scrapyards, because their prices are very low. Now, these missions, you earn rewards by actually completing the mission and by selling the RMC. Both. You get money from both things. In 4.8, salvage matters more than ever because of ship hangar services. This means that ships now repair using materials, which gives the high demand for the RMC material that you are grinding towards. Now, as I said earlier, you can rent the Vulture, which is the dedicated salvage ship, on day 1 of Defensecon. With the upgrade modules, community-proven solo salvage ship, start building the Adagio reputation from day 1. Solo earnings is at the 10,000 credits contract tier. It easily could come up to 300,000 to 600,000 per hour, especially if you sell the RMC as well as gaining reputation with the organization. Now, Defensecon, you can also rent the Reclaimer on Aegis Day on May 20th and May 21st with the Trawler modules. This is the fastest solo RMC farmer in the game right now. Clunky to fly solo because it was meant for a multi-crew gameplay, but the Trawler coverage is massive and it handles large wreckage the Vulture cannot touch. At senior Adagio rank, 800,000 to 1.2 million aUEC per hour is what you are expecting to earn with these missions. Check inside the wreckage for the hull Cs, for example, before you scrape them, because sometimes the cargo alone is worth more than the hull. And this is a rabbit hole, because sometimes you can get missions that reward is very low, but when you go there and check the cargo grid of that ship, you can find massive amount of cargo that you can sell for massive amount of money. So keep that in mind. Now, for the oldest and arguably the most polished profession in the game, mining. Now, mining, you have 3 ways to do it, all of them viable depending on where you are in the progression, and a crafting system that makes everything you pull out of the ground worth more than its raw material sell price. So, quick side note before we get into it. If you've heard about the Hathor orbital laser platforms on Daymar and Aberdeen, yes, they are in-game, yes, they're permanent, and yes, you can mine Karenite inside the caves after the laser fires. But this is not a money-making mission. The real value from Hathor facilities comes from turning the Karenite into Wicklow, the Banu NPC for exclusive gear and ship rewards, not aUEC. You can do these missions to get these rewards, but it's going to take you a lot of grind, and I'm assuming a lot of people are going to rush to that area, especially because of the wipe. And it's a completely PvP area. Anyone could kill you and steal everything that you have. So this is not the best way to make money, in my opinion, right now. But you can try this just to try it out as a new player. Now let's talk about the 3 ways you can mine. It's either hand mining or ROC mining or using the ship minables. Now the cheapest entry is the hand minables. You can get a multi-tool and you can attach a mining attachment to it, and you can mine hand mineable materials. You can find them on caves on Daymar, which is Hadanite, Aphorite, and Dollavine gems that you can find and mine, and these could sell for 80,000 to 150,000 aUEC per hour. Now you don't want to do this alone. You want to do this alongside ROC mining or alongside ship mining for the added benefit of both profits that you're going to get from both activities. Now on Defensecon, you can rent a Cutlass Black. It has more cargo space, it has a faster travel time between caves, and simple upgrade that improves your per session haul without changing the loop. And moving on, you can put an ROC mining within the Cutlass Black or any bigger ship. With that said, the ROC mining. The ROC vehicle costs 172,000 aUEC in-game, and it mines service gems, deposit that are too big for the hand mineable tool. You need a ship with a vehicle bay in order to carry it, such as the Cutlass Black, the Nomad, or the Avenger Titan, alongside all the other bigger ships in the game that could carry a vehicle. Now you can land on Daymar again with the ROC this time, and you can mine the surface minables. Now with the ROC, you can expect from 200,000 to 400,000 aUEC as profit per hour. The ROC can be purchased or rented on the Misk/Greycat Day, which is May 18th and May 19th. You can rent the ship there and use that mining loop if you want. Now with the ship mining, this is where mining becomes a real income source. The Prospector is the solo mining ship, 2 million aUEC to buy in-game, which is out of reach on day 1 after the wipe especially, but on Misk Day it's free. Take it straight to the Aeron Halo, the asteroid belt between Crusader and Hurston. That's where you'll find Quantanium. Quantanium is the most valuable ore in the game by a significant margin. One thing you need to know, Quantanium has a decay timer. Once you crack the node, the ore starts to break down. You have roughly 15 minutes to react and reach a refinery before it detonates inside your hold and destroy you. Refine it at Crew L1, for example, the ambitious dream station, because it has the fastest turnaround instanton, and you don't want to skip the refinery step because unrefined Quantanium sells for a fraction of the refined price. Now, if you have friends and a crew that you could play with, the mall is the best thing. The mall is also on the Misk Day rental terminal, 3 operators, 3 mining arms, rocks processed in one pass that a prospector takes multiple attempts, and it's the best aUEC per person in mining with a coordinated crew. Now with the refined material, you can sell them and get a large profit from it. But with the introduction of crafting, you can do things a little bit differently now. This is the part most people are sleeping on right now, because 4.8 has fully active crafting economy tied to the Wicklow reward system and the faction blueprint progression. And the raw materials feeding that economy comes directly from mining. Every ore and gem you mine has a crafting use. Karenite from the Hathor caves feeds into Wicklow's reward track for exclusive Banu gear if you're into that. Refined Quantanium, Terranite, and Bexalite from the Aeron Halo feed into component blueprints you unlock through faction reputation, specifically through Kovalek's Master rank. The Foxwell and Shubin Interstellar for mining specific upgrades like the Helix mining laser blueprint and others. The practical point is this: don't just sell everything raw. Check what blueprints you're working towards. Some materials are worth more crafted into components than sold at the TDD. The community on Spectrum and the GGWTB Blueprint Farming Guide both confirm that mining-focused players who integrate crafting into their loop earn significantly more per session than those who sell raw every time. The short version is this: mine it, refine it, and then decide. Raw sell or craft into a component or turn it into Wicklow rewards if you want specific rewards from that. 3 options from the same ore. That's the 4.8 mining economy. Now for the next profession, the Mercenary and FPS missions. There are a lot of these missions and you're gonna be finding yourself lost within these missions, but I'm gonna try to make it as clear as possible. Now with the Mercenary contracts, ground combat missions, mostly underground bunkers, clears. Open Contract Manager under the Mercenary tab accept 5 to 10 bunker missions that are adjacent sites to each other or close to each other for the highest amount of profit you can do in the lowest amount of time. Now on Hurston and Microtech have the best clusters. Clear one, move to the next, keep going, and bring ballistic weapons with you. NPC shield resistance varies, but ballistics cut through reliably. Loot weapons off down enemies and sell at weapon shops back in the city. That's bonus income on top of the contract payouts. With your starter ship, the Avenger Titan is the best of the 3 for this. Also, the Aurora Mark II, the newest one, is also great for this. It carries a small ground vehicle as for the Avenger Titan and has a cargo space for loot. Now, at Drake Day again, you can do this right off the bat with the Cutlass Red holds a Grey Cat PTV for surface mobility between bunker sites and gives you cargo space for everything you want to loot. A full day of chain bunker contracts in a rented Cutlass with looting earns 400,000 to 700,000 aUEC. Now, there are caveats. You can do this, but it is very slow. You want to do missions with a specific faction, increase your reputation with them, and get higher and higher rewards from them. Now, there are a bunch of other missions in the game. These were the legal ones. You also have the illegal ones, which is the unverified missions that you can find in Pyro and elsewhere that you can also do and pays a lot, but it's more dangerous. Now, the list goes on and on. I just wanted to give you a brief example of what you can do while you are in this event, because you can utilize so many ships in this event doing a lot of things in Star Citizen that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do, especially because of the wipe and especially if you're a new player. Now that's the playbook, 6 categories, the best money loop in the game, and Defensecon rental that turns each one into a serious payday. If I had to rank the highest value Defensecon days for someone starting from 0, Aegis Day for the VLRT bounties and Reclaimer salvage, those are the days I'm going to look at. Also the Misc Day for Prospector Quantanium runs and the Crusader Day for C2 Hercules Senior hauling. The Drake Day has so many ships, you guys. You can do the Vulture, it pays a lot of money with Salvage. You can do the Ironclad Assault for the tactical strike groups that are coming up in this patch. You can also use the Ironclad normal version in order to do the cargo hauling missions and so on and so forth. The Buccaneer as well. And every day you log in, you can run the Heather Align and Mine for a change of scenery, and you can get Wicklow missions that gives you blueprints and rewards. So to sum it up, the window is May 14th to May 27th. Every rental is 48 hours. Use every hour of them wisely. What do you think about the event? What you're gonna do about the event? Are you gonna rent these ships just to test them out, or are you gonna do them to get a lot of money using these, or are you just gonna use them to try out different professions in the game that you haven't tried before? Let me know in the comments below. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. More 4.8 guides are coming. Tell me in the comments which ship you're renting first, and I'll see you guys in the verse.